And before we talk about Tchouameni, because we have very good news regarding to the player, let me tell you, Catalina Miñaro, the same lady who said, no, the door is wide open for Kylian Mbappe if he adjusts to the club criteria, let me tell you something really interesting. She was talking about the new Bernabeu Stadium. When is it going to be ready, up and running, ready to go, and where are we going to see the new stadium? Completely done over and all that stuff. Okay, she said, we hope to celebrate the opening of the new Santiago Bernabeu in the middle of this year's December, which means we have like 11 months ahead before the stadium is up and running, ready to go, and the big opening, it's gonna be by December. As you know, we have, this is great news. However, what I have, and this is my own information that somebody has been leaking to me about the new Bernabeu, is very bad news. Bad news because, if you've watched the last games of Real Madrid in Santiago Bernabeu, in the stadium, if you have seen the grass, man, the grass is not okay. And this is the second yard we've changed over the last season. Over the last 6 months, okay? And we changed the first one in October. Now we have changed it in December, I think, but the grass is not working. Every time the players are playing and stuff, the grass go off, completely off. Even the way it looks like, it's really weird, like super dry, not like kind of, like when you go to the mountains and you see the super green grass and stuff, beautiful. No, it's not that way. So they have a lot of concerns considering the grass can ruin the whole work, can ruin everything, and can ruin the whole project. So it is a big concern right now going on within Real Madrid. They are kind of trying to, I'm not going to say hide the problem, but if you remember, we had a guy, the responsible of the grass, Paul Borges, I think, he quit like 1 year ago. I still remember 1 year ago he quit, and it was kind of surprising for everybody because the grass has never been better under his supervision, and not many people knew why he was quitting. He was leaving Real Madrid, and months after that, I was told the guy was leaving because he wasn't sure about the project was attainable. If the grass was going to be able to handle the new works and the way, as you know, the grass, just because we are going to have and we are going to host other sports events, concerts, music concerts and stuff, once they have to settle down everything, right, the stage and all that stuff, the grass is kind of cut off in different platforms, right, and is hidden right underneath the stadium, right underneath the ground. So that is when the problems come up, because the way it is maintained, the grass underneath the ground, the temperature changes and very technical stuff that I don't even know, but apparently is not manageable. It's not something the grass can handle. So maybe it's the temperature or the humidity or whatever. So when the grass comes back, it's not in the same shape. It's not in the same condition. So that is the big problem and the big concern right now. This is my own information, okay? But apparently she's very convinced we are going to have a big opening by the next December. So let's see what happens. And now let's jump on to the next story. Last story in this video is about Tchouameni. Okay, Tchouameni is back in training, which is very good news because, as you know, we needed. Considering Tchouameni has been one of the best players in Real Madrid in this season, replacing Casemiro and all that. My opinion is this is very good information, considering if you have super young players like Tchouameni or Dani Ceballos, who is right now, outstanding everything. It's probably arguably the most outstanding players right now in Real Madrid. He's doing a great job. And of course, if you have to Tchouameni, if you also have to Dani Ceballos, if you also have to Camavinga, man, your midfield has got to be great. And even Fede Valverde playing in the forward position, he always comes back and drop back a little bit to the midfield because it's it's truly a midfielder, not a forward. So you have a great midfield, and in my opinion, if this guy is able to get back on track and get back to play against Valencia tomorrow, it's gotta be great, man, because we really need younger players on the field, displayed on the lineup, on the starting 11, and of course, this is always good news for Real Madrid. As you know, after we learn Ferland Mendy will be out for the next 2 months, we are struggling again with the injuries, which is not very good news for Real Madrid, considering 2 seasons ago, under Zinedine Zidane and the other guy, not Pintus, the other guy, I can't even recall the name, we had like 65 injuries over the season, all across the season, right? So that is something we don't want to deal with again. So if they come back and if they don't have like big injuries or so, that is good for Real Madrid, man, because we are short, very short in manpower. We are very short in what we call in Spain the unit B, the plan B, when you have like the regular lineup or the regular starting 11, right? The A team, and then you have to have the B team just in case. This is something that was very popular in the days of Zinedine Zidane before Cristiano Ronaldo departure, and when we had like 11 players, like the A team, this is the main team, and then you had the B team with I still remember James Rodriguez, and also James Rodriguez. Who else? Marco Asensio was there because he was performing incredible by that time, and Di Maria, Marcelo. Marcelo was in the A team, but anyways, you had the great replacements for every single player in the A team. So that is what we don't have, what we are lacking these days, and that is what we are missing the most in these days. So every time we miss a player for different reasons, right? Because he's booked, he's injured, whatever. We struggle because we are very short in players. If you think about it, we only have the Benzema in the number 9. If you think about it, we don't have a real right winger with quality enough to play every single Sunday. So we struggle with everything like that. So if we are still missing players just because of the injuries and stuff, it's not a good thing, of course. And it's never a good thing. However, if you have replacements, if you have substitutes, it's okay. We can work the things out if we find an old player. But for example, have you seen this news? It's crazy, man. Hazard, every time he goes to the bench when the match is about to start, he's not even wearing the jersey. He's not even wearing the boots. Not even the jersey. Look at this. He has the jersey in the hand. So he doesn't have the jersey on. He's not prepared because he already knows up front he's not going to play at all. So you can imagine what kind of unit B, what kind of plan B we have. It's a mess. We cannot trust in this kind of players who are not wearing even the jersey when they potentially might end playing for different reasons, just because we have a injury or injured player in the lineup or whatever. They are not even taken seriously. So how are we going to trust these players? We only have the A team, and that's it. And once you have an injured player or one player out for different reasons, for any reason, we got a problem, man, and we struggle. So something has to change, and there are a lot of people saying in summer will be different. In summer we will have a very different story. From a transfer market standpoint, we're going to sign more players because they are kind of like 7 players leaving. We have right now 7 players who have to renew their contract, right? But nobody really knows what's going to happen in terms of renewals. For example, Modric, Toni Kroos, Benzema. We don't really know. The latest news I have had from Luka Modric is he's not going to renew. Benzema the same, and Toni Kroos is the big question, the question mark popping up. We still don't know about him. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be a very uncertainty times for Real Madrid, but apparently in summer will be a different story. Let's see what happens.